Hi and welcome to this video. My name is Steam and today we're going to take a look at Gatsby font setup and also how to style things in React and the new changes that are made for this project here. So first off, we actually need to look in the package.json because we have installed two new packages, the Gatsby plugin React Helmet right here and React Helmet. So just install those, go to Gatsby config and add the new plugin here, Gatsby plugin React Helmet. Then go to your homepage, index.jsx, and we have some changes here too. So the first one is that we import CSS from Emotion Core. And this is for styling our elements or React elements. So you can just write normal CSS inside these backticks, and then inside the CSS attributes on, for example, the div element, you can then pass in the container variable, and then it will style this specific element. And that's just how you style different elements in React. And this is called CSS in JS, since we are styling in JavaScript. And there are different ways to do this. This is one of them. Okay, and next up is our layout component. So let's go to that one. The layout component is just wrapping around our content. So let's see how that looks. So first things first is that we import CSS because we want to style. We want to have some global styling, and then we import global as a component, and we use it like so. So the global styling here is something that I will show in a bit, but basically it's resetting all the default styling that the page had before. And helmet here, that's the new plugin that we installed, and also the new package here, React Helmet. So helmet is also something I will show you. But inside helmet we have this link here, and this is actually for our font. And in this specific case we use Roboto font, and we also have it right here. So what this does is that it tries to find system fonts. So if it can't find, for example, the Ubuntu font, it will try to fall back and try to find, for example, the Roboto font, and so on. And that's basically what this does. In this case, it will use the Roboto, since we are actually we are installing it here, you could say, or we are actually downloading it from Google. So yeah, let's take a look at how this looks actually. So this is how it looks, and let's try to toggle some of the things off. So let's try to toggle the global styling off, see how that looks. So you can see that it actually doesn't have the font anymore. And if you hover over H1 element, you will see that it has some margin. And that actually what our global styling gets rid of. It gets rid of the margin on, for example, the H1 tag, and try to reset everything. And then it also gives us our font. And yeah, that's it. And the helmet here is actually for the head. So if you look in the inspect element and go to the HTML, we actually have our link tag right here. So everything that goes into the head, or into the helmet, will go into the head. And the children here is important, since we have some children of the layout. So if we deleted this line right here, the content here wouldn't be rendered. So basically it would just be like that, and the content wouldn't be rendered at all. Okay, let's take a look at the container here. So this is the container, and let's try to toggle off all of the styles. And as you can see a blue highlight, and that's the content. It's going all the way across the screen. And let's try to put max width on. Now the blue content has decreased, and that's because of the max width, since the content is only 600 pixels wide. And let's try to put padding on. You can see the padding top here is giving it some spacing at the top. And rem is just a unit. You could have put 32 pixels here or something like that. One rem is 16 pixels in this case. And then we can put margin on. Margin is basically centering everything. You can see the margin there in the orange highlight. That's the margin. So margin 0 auto centers things, and that's basically what we want, since we want it to look something like this, where everything is in the middle. So it's good for readability. And yeah, let's take a look at the font now. So we have font size 30 pixels, and yeah, and we have font weight 600. That's just how the font weight, yeah. And then we have some color on. We don't have full black. We actually have just, yeah, it's just a black color. And the reason for that is it's actually better for readability that it's not just full black. You can't see a big difference, but it's there. Okay, and then we have text transform uppercase. So the reason why we're doing that is actually for accessibility. So we're taking care of accessibility. So those with screen readers, if we just wrote this in caps lock, so Dana Andrews, actually the screen reader would read it out loud, so it would read it really like you're shouting. So that's why we're just, you know, that's why we're using text transform uppercase. So if we toggle this off, then it will just be normal. Yeah, so the screen readers, they will read it normally, but if you change the text here and actually wrote it all in caps and without the text transform, then the screen reader would actually shout it loud. So this is actually for accessibility, that we're doing it this way, where we say, well, text transform uppercase. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video, where we will be looking more into Prismic.